Welcome guys, this is BAHCRETE once again. I thank you all for patronizing me. For those who have called me for job on stamp concrete, roof gutter pipe and biodigester through these awesome videos that I've been doing. Thank you all. For those who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I thank you all. And guess what? I do discounts for those who subscribe and also refer my videos to others who subscribe. Once you send me a screenshot of a proof that you subscribe to my channel, I give discounts whenever you call me for any of my jobs that I do tutorial on. I give a good discount, something that you appreciate, and I make my work very affordable because I can understand the situations of things that going around. I thank you all. I appreciate the love you guys have been showing me. Please and please and please subscribe more on my channel, on my YouTube channel. For those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. This is BAHCRETE. My name is Bello Abdulhamid and this is BAHCRETE, and I assure you guys that I won't disappoint you whenever you call me for a job on stamp concrete or on any other of my services. There is more to BAHCRETE. There is more to BAHCRETE. There are new innovations, ideas that BAHCRETE is ready to explore. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned and you will enjoy BAHCRETE more. Now I'm going to release a video very soon on stamp concrete, on new ideas on stamp concrete. I'll show you guys how we set our range when we are setting range for stamp concrete, and every details will be explained in the video like I always do. I explain in details and I know you guys will appreciate this. And guess what? In my coming episode, I will show you guys how you can write names on stamp concrete. We can inscribe a name on stamp concrete. That's right. I know you guys will be very eager to see that. Don't worry, I'll show you guys in my coming episode on videos on stamp concrete. And there are many other innovations that are coming. I appreciate you all for watching my videos. Please and please subscribe, share and press the like buttons to my friends and to other families. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please press that subscription button and the notification bell. Please press it now. Thank you. Welcome guys, this is BAHCRETE once again. We are on stamp concrete. This is another stamp concrete. We just start from the first level. Just start from the first leveling of the area where you want to work. We are leveling with the area where you want to work. This is the first level, the first stage. This exact point is where this point is where the water is coming out. They are still leveling. This is BAHCRETE once again on stamp concrete. This is the first stage. Stay tuned guys. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe. Please, I'm begging you guys, please subscribe. Press the like button, share it, and you can comment at the comment section below. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Please guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also make sure you click the notification button so you get notified when new videos comes up from BAHCRETE. Thanks. stage where we are compacting the floor. The compaction just begins. The compacting still continue. The compacting process still continue. We have wet the floor before the compacting machine arrived. So the floor must be properly wet with water to soak the water, then compacted with the compacting machine on it. You can see the compacting machine. This is a small compacting machine. It is also uh, recommendable for this kind of job. It is necessary we compact our floor before processing or before proceeding on stamp concrete, because it make the floor, the filling we've done compact together, make it more rigid and fit for the job. So the floor needs to be compacted well, as you can see. Welcome back, guys. This is the floor after when it has been hammered with or compacted with a compacting machine. Welcome, guys. This is my YouTube channel, BAHCRETE. This is the beginning of the stamp concrete. Okay. This is the floor after being compacted with a compacting machine. You can use a compacting machine or a manual method of compacting. As you can see, the floor is flat. It has been compacted. We've done the leveling. We've we've done the leveling of where the flow of water will go to. As you can see, the floor is being compacted. You can use a manual compacting machine, a manual compacting process, or you can use a compacting machine, a compactor. This is the floor being compacted. You can see the filling has been compacted, making it more rigid for the work to commence on. This is the mixing ratio we use. We use 2 full wheelbarrow of sharp sand, 1 wheelbarrow of granite, and 1 bag of cement. This is one of the best mixing ratio you can use for stamp concrete. And in some situations, people do extend in using 3 wheelbarrow of sharp sand and 1 barrel of granite and 1 bag of cement, but I still prefer using 2 wheelbarrow of sharp sand, 1 wheelbarrow of granite and 1 bag of cement, and you can use stone dust if you wish to. In this situation, we are using sharp sand. We even use the sharp sand in filling from the beginning to end, because sharp sand is very cheap in this area, in part of Lagos State. Sharp sand is very affordable, so that's why we're considering using sharp sand to fill and also sharp sand to mix for the concrete. It is very important to get a good mixing ratio for your work to be rigid and strong. I told you guys initially that I'll be showing you how we set our range, the iron range, for before we as a formwork, a framework before we cast in it. This is the way we set the range. We plan. The first thing is we plan what kind of design are we using, how do we want it to go, and we set. It is from the range we set the framework that we will cast on, and that will give us the shape of what we want. You can see the way we form a bed with the concrete and we place the range on it. We make sure we use our plumb always, because it is important to get the right flow of water. You can see from the plumb that the water flows down. You can see that the water flows down on the one we are setting range on. From the previous one, the water must flow down to the new one we are setting. You can see the way we set the range. We use the broken ties to make the range sit properly without sinking into the concrete or without shaking. Then you use a peg. We make use of a broken ties as peg, or you cut iron rod in 6 inches size in length and use it as peg. So you can use any form of peg, but please don't use wood. We don't use wood as a peg because sometimes the peg becomes difficult to remove and becomes part of the concrete. So ties or iron range, we make sure we remove the iron rod, but ties sometimes we consider leaving ties in the concrete. So we set a bed, we set our range, we take our proper measurements, and we use a plumb to take the flow of water. You can see this is how easy and simple we set our range. Like I've promised in my previous video that I'll show you guys how we set the range, and this is what I'm fulfilling. You can see we've set our range, and we are also trying to form a semi-arc, a semicircle like an arc in the other parts there. I'll show you guys. You can see the way we set the range. We use the concrete to hold the range tight and firm, because in some situation peg don't work. You can see the thickness we attained, about 8 inches in thickness. This is the point where vehicles are entering. We are attained about 8 inches as thickness. You can see 8 inches as thickness. This is what we attain uh, because we want the best. So we have to make the concrete more thick and strong with good mixing ratio. You can see from this point the way we set, we use concrete to hold the range, because in some situation pegs don't work. You can check the plumb once again. You can see the way the water will flow from the previous work onto the new one. You can see from the plumb it flows down to the new one we set. You can see also on the new one we set, you can see the way the water flows down. So this is the way we set our range. This is the way we set our range. You can see we want to form the semi-arc that I told you before. You can see this is the way we set our range, the form work. It is important we do a proper ranging. We drag the range from end to end on the concrete. The framework we've gotten before, you can see that arc we've done that I said I'll show you guys. The white arc, the white part, that is the arc forming the staircase, forming the part of the staircase. That's the way we make the arc go round as a design to follow the pattern on the staircase. You can see we make sure we do a proper ranging. We fill every part. The framework will give us where the water will flow to. The framework we've done is what we will follow as a pattern, as a pathway in ranging the concrete. This is a very technical and crucial part, and it needs concentration and it needs to be done well. So we drag the range end to end from one part to the other to get a smooth surface and equal balance. That's what we need. Equal balance. You can see we are following the range, the framework we've done before. That's just what we are following. The framework we've done before. So if there is a mistake in the framework, there will surely be a mistake in the work after it is being finished. So we just have to do a proper framework and we follow it, and that's how we get a good job. So it is important. Every step, every stage is important. We are using a locally made Paco rub or shocking rub in this process just to make it more easy and affordable. We are using a simple tools, like you can see the way I'm using it, a shocking rub, just to spread and clear and smoothen the surface to avoid porous, to avoid holes, to make sure the surface is clear, clean, and there's no trapped air in it. You can see the way we drank the range end to end to get the equal balance, the equal and smooth surface. Very easy but technical, and leave it for the experts to do. You can see concentration needs to be done. To be used, we need to concentrate while doing the work. You can see you feel parts that we know are necessary. We mix the concrete properly. Stamp concrete is very interesting, a lucrative job. Very soon I'll be uploading a video on the next point of tutorial. I do organize tutorial in different states. I come and make adverts on radio stations through banner and posters, then organize a training in that state. Don't worry, if you want me to organize a training, a tutorial in your state, just contact me. I will make arrangements on how it will be done, and people will benefit from it, and you also benefit from it. So after doing a good job in that area, you can also come down here as a tutorial. That is the way we do it. Stamp concrete is very interesting, lucrative job. It needs technicality. You don't really need to be a bricklayer before you can do stamp concrete. Once you acquire the knowledge, you follow the step and stages, you can do it. I am not a bricklayer, but this is what I learned. This is what I practice, and this is what I'm doing for a living. There are also many innovations and ideas I'll be coming up with in the video. Let me just keep it short like that, so it should be something I'll be coming up very soon on YouTube, on my channel, and I know you guys will love it. Please guys, consider to subscribe and like my video. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed at this stage of 18 minutes 30 seconds. Please make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can see the way we are arranging the concrete to get a smooth surface that equal and complete balance on the concrete. Check properly. We must do a proper analysis and check on the concrete. After pouring the concrete and arranging it, we go back in using our plumb, because at this stage we can still make any correction, but once the concrete is hardened and strong, we can't make any correction. This is where we shine the surface using a shining trowel. You can use a freshener trowel also. We use a good color hardener. I make sure I test and confirm the color hardener I'll be using for a project before using it. This is the way we use the color hardener. We don't use a formulated color hardener. We use a good color hardener from a good source. You can contact me if you want to get for your stamp concrete, then I will make sure I use the best materials and affordable, make it affordable for you guys. Also, I make sure that my students take part in my project whenever I'm having a project. I make sure I bring them all down. This is one of the beneficiary from my project. This I make sure that the student comes and participates. So as time goes on, the they become experts on stamp concrete. So these are part of the benefits when you learn from BAHCRETE, or when you become a student, or when you bring a project yourself for BAHCRETE, then you also take part in the project if you want to learn. Uh, just notify me if you want me to come down to your state in Nigeria, any state in Nigeria, to perform a tutorial. Then we'll make a proper conversation on how we arrange it. Then when a job, we make sure a job is being prepared. Then from that job, we organize and bring people all along to learn. Once you acquire this knowledge, you can make use of it for the rest of your life. We spread the color hardener with your hand in a very good manner, or you can use a sieve in spreading the concrete in spreading the color hardener to make it evenly distributed. We make sure we coat the color hardener in 2 times or 3 times in some places. You can see we are stamping the concrete already as almost immediately after shining it, so that it will still be wet and fresh and the pattern will imprint properly. You can see this is the second phase we are spreading, and we will shine it also. Using a good color hardener is very important, and also using it properly the way it should be used, not just using it anyhow. Everything needs a proper care and process. So this is the way we shine it. Very easy and simple, but also technical. Every stage needs to be done properly. Use a good color hardener. Make sure you use a good color hardener in your project. This is stamp concrete. I thank everyone that have called me for projects on this stamp concrete through my videos, or through knowing me personally, or from other platforms. BAHCRETE is also on GG, on other platforms. I thank you all for contacting me and for engaging me on a project in which I know I will not disappoint you. People that are in diaspora, that are from other countries, that are in other countries but are Nigerians, you can also contact BAHCRETE like you have been doing. Like people from other countries that have been doing, you can also contact BAHCRETE. We'll come, we inspect on your site, we inspect and we do a proper conversation. I give a very affordable price because I understand the situation of things. Then we comment on the project. BAHCRETE can work with anybody at any place, either in Abuja or any other places. Like I've done the project in Abuja and some other states. You can contact BAHCRETE. Please do ensure you subscribe to my channel, like it, press the notification bell, and share it with your friends. And tell other people how BAHCRETE does this stamp concrete. And make sure the surface is still wet. If it needs to apply a little water, you can do, and we apply a color. There are different kind of colors when it comes to color hardener. Please don't use a formulated color hardener in your stamp concrete. We are stamping the floor. We've shined. We are using a hammer to add more pressure on the mat so that it will imprint on the floor. We use our leg. We can use a rammer if available, to add pressure on the mat to imprint on the floor, on the concrete. You can see we align it line by line, very straight and neat. We can use different pattern if we want. We are following it in another pattern in this place. We can follow it in another pattern in another way on another palette of concrete. You can see using the floor, what it needs is just to add pressure on the mat to imprint the design that is on the mat on the concrete. Is as easy as that. While the concrete is still fresh and soft, we apply, and we use a good release agent. We are using a white release agent in this process that has an antique. This is an antique release agent. We pour it in a container to make it easy for us to move around with. So that's why it is in that white container. We pour it from its original container into that one, little by little, so that it will be easy for us to move around. Use a good release agent. It depends on the kind of effect you want on the concrete, so that will determine the color of release agent you'll be using. There are also different color for release agents, for the antique release agents. This is the way we stamp our floor. This is the way we stamp our floor. Use the hammer, we align it properly, straight and neat, and we follow the repeated pattern. What you need to do is just to remove the mat, stamp it, remove it, place it in another place. You stamp also, you remove, place it in another place. You stamp, you remove, place it in another place, and it continues like that. This is the work, the casting being finished. The next stage here is to wash the floor and also to polish, and that will be coming up in my next video. You can see the border line. We use another border mat, a design pattern for the border line, you can see. So that will be coming up in my next video. Thank you for watching this episode. In my next episode, I'll be showing you guys how we wash and polish, and how we'll inscribe a name on the concrete. And we will be writing a name on the concrete in this process. You can see the chambers. We don't forget chambers. We make the chambers in a more neat way, and we make sure the chambers flush directly with the work. We cast the chambers separately when iron bar has been created. This is still the work. There are also other artisans walking around, so it makes the work more dirty, which I don't like. But some customers, some people don't understand. They will just want the work to commence very well, very soon. And I still tell them that please make sure everyone have finished their work before we come to work. So in my next episode, I'll be showing you guys how we wash, how we write name, and how we polish. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe and be getting prepared to watch my next.